Hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. Okay, so this time we're doing the vegan kale and broccoli. I've got everything pretty much pre-made, so the video won't be 2 parts this time. So before we start, we're gonna go ahead and do the lemon and the milk because it has to sit for a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And just squirt it all over me. Okay, get a good bit. Alright, as you can see, I only have 3/4 of a cup instead of a cup because I don't really use all of it. I like my bread biscuit dough to be a little bit more sticky than doughy. So we're going to go ahead and give that like a little bit of a stir so it mixes well. Okay. Rinse that off real quick. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Because this got to sit there for at least a good 5 or 10 minutes, but I'm pretty sure that we'll have it poured in before then. But anywho, 2 cups of flour, and then you've got to do a tablespoon of baking powder, and then teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon. Yeah, you gotta do 3 of these bad boys of salt, and then you can add it to your mixture while your dries. I'm just gonna give that a good stir. Okay. So like I said, I pre-made everything. So I have the kale chopped up, and I used scissors. So that way I could chop them all up and get really like this. And then I had to squeeze out the leftover water, of course, and then do a little bit more chopping and break it up so it would mix better in the flour this time. You can usually do a cup of each of your vegetables because I like a lot of vegetables, so make sure you chop it up really well. Alright, we gotta do the butter. And of course, awesome thanks to these guys for staying vegan. Alright, so put that over. So we need 4 tablespoons, if you can see that. There we go. Okay, 4 tablespoons. Get a little bit of ingredient shown on camera. Use my little contraption here to scoop out my butter. This thing works really well. Oh, didn't fill it up all the way. Oh, it didn't work. Can't always go as planned, that's for sure. But these biscuits are to die for. I mean, it seems like I can just add any kind of vegetable I want. I was doing broccoli and just broccoli, but kale seemed like a great idea to do. I definitely want to try some cauliflower next. Like a broccoli cauliflower, if I could ever say that right. I'll be sure to tune in when I do the cauliflower. Just get that off. Alright, that's the last one. Oh yeah, doesn't want to go. Alright, there we go. Throw that in the sink, get rid of the butter. Okay. It's just going to focus in. Let's move it in a little bit closer because we've got to knead the flour. Work the butter in. Make sure to cover it with flour. And kind of pat it out like that. And just slowly work it in. Alright. So I'm gonna pause this and come back after I work all of this in. Okay, so now we're back, and it's going to kind of look like cornmeal. It's going to be really grainy, so that's good. Alright, so now we're ready to put in our vegetables. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put all that kale in there. We're not going to skimp. Now, just so you know, there was probably about 2 cups of the kale, and it was cooked down. And we're just going to kind of work that in, and then we're going to grab our broccoli. We're going to go crazy. You just got to not be afraid to add stuff to your biscuits. It'll all hold regardless. Get all this flour all over it. Yes. That's nice. These are going to be a lot better this time. I like this. Biscuit in the morning with some avocado on it. How about that? Okay, and we got all that mixed up really well. Well, about 6 minutes into the video, so we should be fine. Like I said, usually you want to wait about 10 minutes. I think it said in that recipe. But we're going to go ahead and work it in here. And pour a little bit at a time. You don't want to pour all of it in there. You can use your hands if you want to knead it in. I just like using this because it gets all the stuff off the walls. Keep it all together. And it seems like it's sticking together. Kind of work it over and pour some of that liquid over here and some of that loose powder right there. See how it's getting worked in. I'm going to try to get to the bottom. That's the part that gets away from you. You see how it's still staying kind of sticky. It's kind of hard not to want to get your hands in it now. I think I'm going to have to. Toss that off. Got to get to the bottom. Got to get all those granules. Work it in. More liquid in. A little bit on this side. And as you can see, I'm not going to probably use all that again. You just kind of eyeball it. And see, this is already still wet, so it's good. So usually I want you to fold it 5 or 6 times in the bowl. Yeah, it's really sticky this time. But those will make good biscuits. So I'm going to have to clean up here. Get all this stuff off my fingers. I'm going to have to grab some more flour just to put a little bit of dryness on it. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, here we go. So sprinkle a little flour. So that way you can just kind of pick it up out of the bowl. So just want to try to keep it together. It doesn't need any more flour or any of that stuff. It just needs to get out of here without sticking to everything. So there we go. Bam. Okay. So just work it like into a loaf. Sorry, I get back down to the camera. Okay, so I'm going to bring it over here to my pan. And we're going to cut it up in pieces. Let's see, so we're going to do, because it only makes 6 biscuits at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay, so let's see if we can make this work better this time. There's going to be different size biscuits every time I make these, so it's never the same. So you just take them and just kind of smash them out. And just stick them on there like so. Smash it together just like that. Okay. Look how green these look. These look so much better this time. Awesome. Oh, these are going to fluff up a lot. Oh, yeah.